What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be breaking down how good is Luna in patch 7.39D. Hopefully you guys do enjoy the video. If you guys do, consider subscribing and joining the Dota Chronicles community. I've been seeing Luna getting picked a lot more often, and this makes me pretty excited as Luna is one of my favorite carries in Dota 2, and her pickability has become more viable as the hero just feels really strong. Not broken, but very strong. Definitely stronger than a lot of the other carries that we're seeing a lot of playability, and she could definitely be one of these situational carries that you may want to pick up, assuming her matchups are good, because Luna is one of these heroes that she just can't be picked every single game. She has to have a good lane, she has to have good carry to carry matchups, or at least have good matchups in general to be able to be successful, because Luna, even though sometimes she can get super farmed, sometimes it feels like it's an uphill battle from the get-go because you have some really rough matchups, and it could sometimes feel impossible to come out of that. Even though she's one of the fastest farmers in the game, Luna is very susceptible to getting picked off in the early game and very susceptible to getting jumped on top of and getting obliterated. So you need to build accordingly, and I will be teaching you guys in this video what her best item builds are right now, what talents to take, and so on and so forth, so all you newer players or even players trying to pick up Luna and learn Luna have a better chance at winning more games. The facet everyone is running right now is Moonstorm, the best facet you can go for, which basically means every time you're hitting enemies with Lucent Beam or your Eclipse, it increases Luna's damage. It lasts 15 seconds and you get 13 damage per beam at max level. So it is very solid. Once you have that Aghanim Scepter, it is a lot of damage coming over to Luna, and one of the best things about Luna is she's a hybrid carry, so she's doing a ton of magic damage coming from her abilities, and you're going to be doing a lot of right click damage thanks to your moon glaives. So it's really cool to have such a hybrid carry because she can dish out a ton of magical damage but also a ton of physical damage. So it's very good to have because no matter what carry you're up against, you're going to have that upper edge because you have that dual damage going for you. And if they're high armor, you have that magic damage, and if they have a lot of magic resistance based on their items, you're still able to do quite a bit of damage. The builds you guys typically want to go for on Luna haven't really changed a whole lot. You still want to get your treads, you want to get your Mask of Madness, your Dragon Lance, your Manta, and then you're going to be going for Aghanim Scepter. What I have seen from a lot of players is that they're skipping the Dragon Lance, going straight into Manta and going into Aghanim Scepter very quickly. The Aghanim Scepter feels really strong, and it's really good to pick up, especially early on. You're going to be picking up so much damage thanks to it, and it just feels like a very broken item right now. I don't know why it feels this way. It hasn't seen that huge of an impact lately. I just think it's feeling really nice, and I do not want to be on the other side of a Luna Eggs, especially if you place it properly and know how to use it. It does way too much damage, and while yes, you can grab a pipe on the enemy team to mitigate some of that damage, usually pipe takes a little bit of time to come online, and regardless, Luna is a hybrid carry, so even if her Eclipse is not doing as much damage because of the pipe, her physical damage is still going to be there. There's also other extension items like Butterfly, BKB, you can get a Scotty as well, you can finish up Hurricane Pike. There's really a lot of options when you're playing a hero like Luna, and I do like the Hurricane Pike option because Luna's range is very small, so it's something that I really enjoy having unless you plan on manning up a lot more often. If you have a team that can get in front of you, you have a couple of beefy heroes like Bristleback or a Necrophos or an Axe, maybe a Pudge. If you got a lot of frontline on your team, then the Dragon Lance is not as necessary because you have so much beef in front of you that you can play a lot more forward. But in teams where your lineup might be a little bit more squishy, I think the Dragon Lance and the Hurricane Pike are essential so you have much better positioning, and I think that's very important and a key thing that a lot of players don't really take into consideration in their item builds. Let's break down the talents. So your level 10 talent, you want to be picking up the -5% Moon Glaives damage reduction. This one is key pretty much every single time. Your level 15 is going to be -40 seconds on your Eclipse cooldown. Obviously that is the best one you could take. Level 20 is +10 Lucent Beam damage, which is going to keep your Lucent Beam at a much higher damage toll. That's always going to feel really nice. And your level 25, you want to be taking +1 Lunar Blessing damage per level. So that's going to give your Lunar Blessing much more damage. In general, I think her level 25 talents are kind of weak. For a level 25 talent, I think she should have something a little bit more different, but it's been like this for a little bit, so I hope they change it in the future. I think they could give it maybe like +400 on Eclipse or something crazy like that would be cool, because it is level 25. A lot of heroes have broken level 25 talents. Luna is not one of those heroes, but she has a really broken 15 talent. -40 seconds on your ultimate is insane, especially an ultimate as strong as Eclipse. It is really insane. So I guess that's one of the ways they balance that out. Let's talk about some support pairings you guys will have a lot more success with if you're playing with. So heroes like Vengeful Spirit, Tusk, Ogre, Lich, heroes like like Grimstroke could also be beneficial. All these heroes are going to provide Luna with a much better laning phase because these heroes in general dominate the lane. Heroes like Tusk and Ogre are very good frontliners and can help Luna dominate the lane and can also stand their ground in case Luna does need some backup. Heroes like Lich can also make her a lot tankier thanks to his Frost Shield, and heroes like Vengeful Spirit can swap her out of sticky situations and also dominate the lane thanks to her stun, and you can easily benefit each other with the auras as well. So a very good support pairing in general, and Luna really does depend on having a good support to be able to have a good lane. Luna is not one of these heroes that wants to get dumpstered in the lane, even though you can farm the jungle super quickly. That's not something you want to do. You want to have that XP, you want to have that farm, you want to have that ability on the map to be able to take jungle farm and to take lane farm, and that is where Luna really skyrockets on farm. So if you have at least a decent lane, or at least a 50-50 lane, you're going to be doing much better. You do not want to get crushed on this hero because it does feel really bad to get those levels early on. I've seen a lot of games where people just are picking Luna in the wrong games and they're getting dumpstered by level 4, and then they just start going jungle. Luna can jungle, but level 4 is just still way too early for Luna to be jungling effectively. At least you can definitely go try it, but you're not going to be very successful. Level 2 in Moon Glaves and not having a Mask of Madness is just not that great. Let's talk about your best and worst matchups for the Luna. So your best matchups are heroes like Lycan, Undying, Visage, Huskar, Enchantress, Slardar. These matchups you're very good up against, especially Huskar. You provide a lot of burst damage, so you're able to take care of that hero. But I think Huskar for the most part is not a big issue for you because Huskar doesn't really get played as much. I think the hero's kind of dead right now. But Undying is a pretty popular hero. You do very well up against the zombies, and you can take out Tombstone quite quickly, especially thanks to your Mask of Madness. Heroes like Lycan are pretty popular. Taking out the summons very quickly is very beneficial for you, and Lycan will definitely not be going Helm of the Dominator build if he's going up against a Luna, because you're just going to be taking all those creeps away and being able to pick them off, and he's just going to be feeding a lot of gold. Same with Enchantress. You have a lot of burst damage with your Eclipse, so Enchantress does not want to go up against you, as well as heroes like Slardar. They just don't want to go up against you. You just do a lot of burst damage, and Slardar is a hero that needs to fully commit to be able to actually do something, and you also have your Lunar Orbit to protect you from a hero like Slardar who does want to be up in your face. And some of the bad matchups are heroes like Kunkka, Darkseer, Lina, Beastmaster, Primal Beast, and Phoenix. So heroes like Lina just outrange you so much, and it just becomes a very difficult matchup. Even if you have a Hurricane Pike, Lina for the most part, if she's going right click and you're going toe to toe, Lina for the most part can out damage you. And heroes like Beastmaster and Phoenix are very hard pickoffs to get. Beastmaster being super tanky, having Roar can easily just pick you off, especially if he's going Jumps of Slom. It's still a really good tool to beat the Luna. And heroes like Phoenix with Egg, obviously, if they place it in a good position, Luna cannot just easily commit because of the range issues. So if they play within their margins, they're going to be able to get a really good egg off, and Luna's not going to be able to do a whole lot about it, especially if they're landing their fire spirits. You're not going to be having a whole lot of attack speed. And heroes like Kunkka and Darkseer, they're just so tanky, especially Darkseer being super fast, and Kunkka is a very fast hero as well. It's hard for you to keep up with these heroes, and you don't have nearly enough damage to pop these heroes very quickly, so they do become very difficult matchups. Let me know in the comments below what do you guys think about Luna. If you guys are Luna spammers, let me know in the comments below what do you guys think Luna is getting picked a whole lot more, and let me know if you think Luna is going to be making a lot of appearances at TI. I would really like to know in the comments below. I think Luna definitely deserves to be back in the meta, and I'm very excited to be bringing you guys more videos on Luna because she is one of my favorite carries. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks so much for watching.